Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. The futures market just opened and so far it's looking pretty green. All right, so in today's video, we're gonna talk about the top stocks that you should be putting in your watch list for the next week. And I'm also going to address the stock that one of our subscribers have been commenting for the past few days. And I think right now is a good time for me to talk about it. So stay tuned. Before we begin, if you don't know already, I do make and post pre-market videos every single morning from Monday through Friday, right before the market opens at like 8 a.m. to 8:15. I also provide my very honest opinion on the SPY and on the overall market as a whole during the pre-market hours. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on that, definitely be up and ready at 8 a.m. to plan, strategize before the market opens. Now, the first stock that I want to share with all of you today is this one right here. The stock is GPS. Let me go in here, GPS. There you go. And so far it's looking kind of good. If the stock wanted to collapse, it would have collapsed on the 28th. But so far the stock is looking pretty good. It's been crushed for a while and right now it's on a recovery. But the pattern that I see here for this specific stock is on the 1 hour time frame. Actually, no, it's on the 4 hour time frame. Yeah, much better. So the pattern that I see here is the flag, which is right there, right here. Okay, so this is the flag. It's been consolidating in between this region and then it popped out of there on, I believe, Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, this is Wednesday. It popped out of there on Wednesday and so far it's looking pretty good. If I zoom in here and we look at the bottom, there's been a bunch of buyers so far. The stock is not looking weak at all. And for those of you who are beginner, who are seeing this channel for the very first time, and you have no idea what a flag is, if you go on Google and you type bull flag right here, and you go on images, there is multiple examples of the flag, but the one that I want y'all to see is right here. This is the flag that I'm trying to tell y'all. This is the flag, and so far GPS is looking like it's in this region right here and it has a lot of upside. So if you compare this one right there with GPS, it's looking pretty similar and it's looking pretty good. And if I go back to the daily chart, the price target that I have for GPS is somewhere around like right here. Just somewhere in this zone. Maybe it might even get there sooner, but I'm definitely not bearish on GPS at all. The stock is looking good to me. If you're already in GPS, this one is a hold for me, and if you're not in GPS, then there is definitely more room to run, especially given that the futures are up by 0.50% right now, which is a good time. Now, the next stock that I want to share with all of you is Space, SPCE. Yep. And again, I addressed this in the previous pre-market analysis video. Okay, so again, let's talk about that one. It's looking even better now. That's what I wanted to show all of you. Let's move on to the 4 hour chart. Actually, no, the 30-minute chart. Yes. Again, this is the 30-minute chart of Space. And as I've mentioned in the pre-market analysis video that I've made on Friday morning, there is a flag right there. And right now it's looking even better. It's looking even better. On Friday, it opened low, and as soon as it opened, the stock ripped immediately. Like right after I released that video. And if you look in a pre-market right here, you can see that there is a reverse head and shoulders in the pre-market hours right there. And this was very obvious and very predictable. And if you look on the 1 hour time frame again, right here, You can see that the stock has more room to run, just like I showed y'all on GPS. My price target for that one is again in this region right here. Let me just go back a bit further. There you go. Yeah, to give myself more days ahead, because it can take a little longer to get there, but I'm pretty confident that it might get there. So my price target is just anywhere in here. This is the zone that I'd be looking for in order to start taking profit or to see a reversal in the direction of the stock. So yeah, this is the flag. Again, another bull flag to reinforce your learning, especially for you beginners out there who are just seeing this for the very first time. Now, before we continue on with the second part of the video, if you get value from this video, destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and also don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Now, the next stock that I want to talk to all of you about is Plug. A lot of y'all have been mentioning Plug before, and right now I think it's a good time to mention Plug again. And so far, I wouldn't be shorting the stock at all. It's looking very, very strong. If you look at these regions right here, this peak right there, and another peak right here, there's a bunch of short sellers over there, okay? And hopefully these people covered. They're the same one who contributed to this long wick right there. They're covering profits, and there's dip buyers also getting back in here to go long. So the same thing again, there is some short sellers here who are getting squeezed. And let me go back to see if there's any more short sellers I can find. Nope. Okay, so far these are the only short sellers in sight. And if you look on the daily time frame and you zoom in right here, you can see that there is a bullish engulfing candle on the chart right here. Just the combination of these two candles, the bullish engulfing candle is also present. And then if I remove that, and then if I go on the 4-hour chart, I see another pattern, and the pattern is right here. Okay, right there, right there. I see another bull flag. I see another bull flag, and it looks like it wants to break out. So I would not be surprised to see Plug ripping as soon as it gets above like 1430 or 1445, because all of these short sellers got their stop losses up there. And as soon as their stop losses get crossed, it triggers a psychological response. That's fear, right? The short sellers get scared, and all of them starts covering their position for a small loss. The late short sellers realize that they're late, that they're already suffering a massive loss, and then they start covering for a loss. And then the stock goes up even higher as more breakout buyers get in, and as more short sellers get squeezed on the way up. So the price target that I have for Plug is anywhere in here. Just anywhere in here would be great, especially for me who likes to short sell stocks. I would love to see Plug up there like near $20, just so that I can get in and then just short it back down. But I'm also thinking about going in long too, because this is looking pretty good. It's looking very good. Like right now it's looking great. There is like 3 different reasons why I'm even mentioning this why I'm even mentioning the stock on this video. So yeah, watch Plug for a long play. I'm not very bearish on it right now. It's looking pretty good. Now the next stock that I want to talk about is GOGO, right here. GOGO. And I talked about GOGO before, and it's been on a nice run. And the one thing that I want y'all to know is that the stock doesn't want to collapse. Like if the stock wanted to collapse, this alert would have triggered a long time ago, especially here and here. But the way I see this, the way I'm looking at it right now, there's a bunch of short sellers who are trapped here. Like in these 3 candles, there are short sellers who are trapped, especially the one who got in short here and then added here, and then try to add every single time it popped. But the stock is not tanking. The stock is not rolling over. It's not doing this, no. So in their mind of the short sellers up here, as the stock is rising slowly and crossing 1050 and 11, remember, they're all in here. They're all around $11.24. And also don't forget that there's some short sellers right here at $10.50. So if the stock opens higher, you can expect the stock to squeeze up even higher, right? So the original price point that I've mentioned a long time ago of around like $15 to $16. That's where I want to see the stock before I short it back down. I wouldn't short it here because this is just a mess and it's not looking like it wants to collapse. And the short sellers are very, very aware of this situation and this is not looking good for them. So this is another stock, GOGO, that you should be keeping in your watch list for a long play at first. And then when it looks really vertical, again, don't chase these stocks when they're like super vertical. Just especially for beginners, it's really hard to not jump in out of FOMO, but just learn to control it. Over time, you'll get better and you will start having that self-awareness of where you're feeling FOMO, and you can just shy away from it and just look at something else. So for now, this is looking good for a short squeeze all the way up to like $15. And now the stock that one of y'all have been asking about multiple times, okay? Now this stock is EVFM. Yep, and this is the stock right here. Let's look at it on a very, very broad scale. The stock is not, this is not a good sign. One of them, this right here, the fact that it got crushed from like 60 all the way down to like $1 is not a good sign. But there is only two reasons, actually three. There's only three reasons why I may like this. Okay, again, this is just my opinion on the stock. This is not a recommendation for you to just buy it. Again, this is just me answering that person's question regarding this stock, okay? So I like this stock for two reasons. The first reason, it has an option chain, okay? The option chain is there, but I don't like the fact that the spread is so big and there is like no volume for any other option. I don't like that too much, okay? And the second reason why I like it is because this is reasonable. This gap right here it's reasonable for it to be filled within like very soon, at least maybe within the next 2 to 3 months. It's reasonable. It's not impossible. It's reasonable, okay? And the other reason why I like this is because if you look right here, there is a bullish engulfing candle right there. And if you're a beginner and have no clue what a bullish engulfing candle is, if we go on Google again and we type bullish engulfing candle, you can see right here that this is what I mean. Especially this one right here is exactly what I mean. There is this kind of, it's a medium between a bar and a doji, but either way it's completely engulfed by the bar right here. And if you compare that with what's happening right here, there is the bullish engulfing candle, and this is usually a bullish sign. So do not be surprised if you see the stock running higher in the short term at least, but how long is it gonna last? I don't really know. So that is my honest thought on EVFM to the person who's been asking this for a while. Again, if you got value from this video, don't forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As I mentioned before, I do make pre-market videos early in the morning. So if you do have some questions about specific stocks of interest, definitely drop them in the comment section below and I will address the very best plays pre-market in the morning between 8 a.m. and 8:15. Also, for all of you beginners who are interested in getting started in the stock market, there are some links in the description of the video below, step 1 through 4. The first 2 links are to get you registered with some brokers. If you sign up with these brokers using the links below, you can get 2 free stocks with Webull and 1 free stock with Robinhood. And also, if you like my strategy and are confused about the terminology that I use in these videos, I left the link to my favorite day trading book in the description of the video as well. If you're new to this channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. And also don't forget to follow us on Instagram. I do post the patterns that I spot daily, and I do post my entries and my exits on there as well. My name is Paul with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see y'all on the next one. Take care.